I am Reynelda Jones, a mental health therapist who thinks outside the box. I'm connecting with passionate individuals using their talents to help the community. I call them visionaries and trailblazers. Join me as I connect with them today. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I am Reynelda Jones, and I am the CEO of Soution B. And today I have Alex Thompson with me today. I am going to be interviewing him. I am interviewing people who I feel are trailblazers are in the community, or even just stand out in the community in some type of way. And if you have not seen other videos, make sure to do so. Alex is the founder of JumpStart to Recovery. He's a therapist that specializes in individual and couples therapy in his private practice in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's also certified advanced addiction counselor. He's also certified to provide substance abuse evaluations and alcohol assessments. And if anyone that you know, or maybe yourself, is on a court order, his evaluations are able to satisfy the court order as well for DUIs. So welcome. I'm glad you joined me today.
No, thanks for having me. I know you're a wonderful person, a person I like to talk to and bounce ideas off of. So my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. For those who are joining us, make sure to add comments if you have questions or likes. Share this with people who may need it or people that you know. And if you have questions and we don't reach them today, we'll make sure that Alex gets to them so he can connect with you. So Alex, how long have you had your private practice, JumpStart to Recovery?
I originally started in 2018 while I was working for an organization, really focused on exercise and mental health. So that's still definitely a passion project that I want to do. Just haven't had the time to put the resources that I have towards it. So it's been 2018, pretty much on and off while I was working at a full-time job for a while. And then really was doing it full time probably the last 3 years or so.
Okay. So I think it's interesting that you have the name JumpStart to Recovery. I mean, a person really knows what they're getting into with that title. There's no hidden message behind it. They know that what they're coming for. So I love that. So you mentioned that you introduced exercise and mental health. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that can really help people who have struggled with addiction and mental health overall. Exercise is one of the most beneficial things that we can do for our brains and our bodies at the same time. So as a treatment modality, it's something that just made me interested in it. It's something that I like to do in my personal time as far as exercising and things like that. So just like I said, a passion project, something I was really excited about. I am really excited about.
Nice, nice. Okay. So does JumpStart, does that mean like the title? Tell me a little bit about that title of your practice.
Yeah, so really looking at the connection between mental health and addiction, it's not just a one thing. A lot of times, or I think 90% we say in the field is of addiction has to do with mental health issues. So when we work with those issues, we want to look at both of them at the same time and handle them accordingly.
And exercise is one of them. Sounds like it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all know, but I have seen him at the gym. So I know that he's a person that follows what he says. So, you know, if you're going to be working with him, he definitely lives the lifestyle of taking care of himself. So
Try to.
I see you there. Okay, good. So how does someone get in touch with you? Like how do they even know that you are the person to go to for support?
Yeah, a good part of my practice is mandated through the courts. So I do adult recovery court. That is kind of in the suburbs of Grand Rapids where I am here. And then I'm definitely on Psychology Today. And then like just community events and kind of just people who know me and know people who know me. So word of mouth, definitely. And so, yeah, part of this is just my marketing, trying to be out there more and connect with other therapists who are like-minded and not like-minded as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so part of it is me just being out there, and then part of it is, like I said, being mandated from courts and things like that.
Okay. And then based on your website, probation officers can also get a hold of you as well.
Absolutely, yep, and all the information should be on the website.
Okay. So I met you through another agency. You were already working in recovery. So how is this different than what you were doing at another agency?
This I feel like gives me more freedom to be myself and to deliver services in the way that I want to deliver services in ways that make sense to me, and for me to meet clients who are my fit and who we fit together with. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing from you is that you were able to, you kind of think outside the box like me. That's why we're here today, because you incorporate the whole body in some capacity. And
yeah,
you're not really, if you don't work in an agency, you might not know this, but you're kind of limited to how you can provide services to people. So for Alex, it sounds like your passion is really incorporating that movement for people to help with their recovery process. And you really wanted to be able to do that and couldn't do so in other locations.
yeah. That part and just delivering services in a way, or in a I can't even think of the word. Just being able to be myself in services and
Authentic.
not having yeah, being authentic and not having a governing body. That's just something that is part of my personality and being me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just to pause, if you are new to this live, I am here with Alex Thompson, and he is talking about his private practice Jumpstart to Recovery, where he incorporates exercise and mental health and recovery from substance use. And so if you are new to this, make sure that you comment, leave a question, like, share, any of those things. And you can go on his website, Jumpstart to Recovery as well.
All of those things, like, share, all of them.
That's right, down there, down there. Okay, so what would you say to a client or a potential client who's really nervous about addressing recovery?
I would I would I would want to understand them. I try to get to know them, build a relationship and a rapport. So, um, really just ask them like, what are their interests? What are their hobbies? What are they want to do with their lives? And then kind of segue into how is addiction or how is addiction, affecting those things. So really kind of motivational interviewing kind of thing.
Okay, so really seeing what their goals are and then how addictions are playing a part in that, like impacting that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, okay. How does addiction and exercise work hand in hand? Because, you know, I've worked in many agencies as well, and exercise is not usually part of the package deal with recovery. So how does this even work together?
Yeah. Well, one piece is that is self-care, is taking time out to care for yourself. Another part is the physiological effects of benefit of exercise, such as relief from stress and tension, the neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin, and those things. We need those neurotransmitters to feel good about ourselves. So really, just trying to get those things in a regular, consistent fashion will really help people avoid substances and think less about them.
Okay. So does this take place in a gym? How does your services, like, where does it take place? How do people, I guess if someone isn't it doesn't know of your services and they want to know, like, I want to do exercise, but how do I do that in therapy? Is there like a location? Is it virtual? What is it?
Yeah, so typically it's been to sign people up at a local gym, one of the lower cost like Planet Fitness things. And then so we haven't been able to do that. We've had a pandemic for a while and gyms were shut down for a while. Um, and so yeah, it's really just having that option or having that access to that gym and then using that as a part of your treatment goals. I'll hit the gym A, B, and C times a week or whatever. So it's really just like part of it is the counseling here, and then the objective as far as in the gym.
Oh, okay, okay. That's nice because Planet Fitness really is very low cost. Like it can be like $10 a month.
Very
Um,
affordable,
if you
yes.
have another card, it's like $25 a month. But they do have you have access to a lot of equipment in there. And it's a no judgment zone, so that's even better.
Absolutely. That's why I go there. Don't judge me.
I know that's right. So, okay, what about clients that feel like they had to look a certain way to come to this gym? Like, how do you even ever encounter that, or they feel like they have to be at a certain physical level to do this?
I don't think I've encountered that. I think they do a really good job of, like you said, the no judgment zone. So no, I don't think I've encountered too much of that.
Okay, okay, nice. That's nice.
Mhm.
Okay, so do you work, huh?
Come as you are.
What? What?
Come as you are.
Oh, come as you are. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't hear you half time. Come as you are. I love it. Come as you are. Go to Planet Fitness with Alex. Get y'all workout on with your treatment plan, and don't be judged. Absolutely, I love it. And then the good thing is that it's so low cost that even when you graduate services with Alex, you can continue going to Planet Fitness. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's your
Oh,
membership.
yeah. So you're setting them up for success long term, not just like a short term thing.
Mhm.
Love it. Love
No
it.
band-aids.
No band-aids. Okay. So so can a potential client come to your services without being on probation?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. We do take insurance. We do self-pay for people who don't have insurance. We do a sliding scale. So we try to make our services as available as possible for people.
Oh, good. Okay. And what are the age ranges that you tend to see?
I typically like to work. My sweet spot is probably 18 to about 55, 60. So mostly adults. Not too much of the kids. I just my sweet like I said, my sweet spot is the adults.
Okay. Okay. Now you have your practice and then you work elsewhere. Is it also a part of your practice?
Yeah, more the court mandated stuff is it's contracted to me. It's just in Ionia in a different part.
Okay. Now, the other question I have is if someone happens to see this video and they are on probation, can they specifically ask for your services?
Is a good question. I would imagine that the courts would want a treatment provider who is in their area. So if it's in Grand Rapids, I think it would be okay. But other areas outside of this, and that would be, I would have to wonder about that
Okay, that's something that you might be able to check into, follow up on.
for sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's all the questions that I have. What about you? You got any questions for me or for even the people that's, commenting right now?
I think what drives this field and this behavior is knowing what the client wants, and so yeah, I guess is there any trends or anything that you're seeing with your people in our community?
Trends, not quite right now. There are trends that people are being introduced to some very deadly substances and they're not fully aware of it. And so that is a concern. That's a very big concern.
Definitely.
Do you do harm reduction? For those who don't know what harm reduction is like looking, maybe a person's not quite ready to abstain from a substance, or they're putting themselves in risky situations. So they are looking at a plan to how to make it safer choices for themselves. So do you do harm reduction or are you more like just cut out the substance? Where are
No,
you?
definitely. No, like in this field, you have to know about addiction and know that people can't sometimes just stop. So harm reduction in my head, I think about, okay, if you're not at that level yet, then do what you do in the safest way that you can do it. And so it's kind of yeah, my how I put it in my head. So yeah, definitely it's a part of what we talk about.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Alex, for coming on with me today. And can you actually say your website, can you finish that?
www.jumpstart, the number two, recovery.com.
Thank you. Thank you. All right,
Absolutely.
everybody, give us a round of applause or a virtual applause, whatever it is. Thank you for joining.